Hey guys, and welcome to my TTC vlog. Today I'm going to be going over cycle 1, which is currently still ongoing. I'm going to be going over when I started testing for ovulation and when I got my period and any symptoms I've had this month. So I have my notes. Yeah. And I'm going to be going over everything. So today is currently December 28th, 2015, and it's also my birthday. So hopefully I get a positive today. Who knows? I started my period December 3rd, 2015, obviously, and it lasted 4 days until December 7th. So I started testing for ovulation this month, and I have never done that in the past, so that's something new I was doing. I'll do a video on my past TTCing to give you guys a background another time. This time I'm just going to be going over cycle 1. So I started testing using the Clear Blue digital ovulation test kit, and this is not the one that gives you the blinking happy face, because I made that mistake this cycle. I thought it was the one that showed you the blinking happy face when you got your LH surge and gave you the solid happy face when you are ovulated. I was wrong. So anyways, I started testing December 13th, so I was on cycle day 10. My cycles are 28 days long, always have been. But I'm using this app called My Days, and it has me auto-calculated to 34-day cycles, and that's, I don't know if that's because I'm not religious with using the app to track my periods or not, but we'll see what happens this month, yeah. So anyways, I started testing cycle day 10, obviously got negative, and by cycle day like 15, 16, I was like, okay, this is weird, because I was still waiting for the blinking happy face and I didn't get anything. So I'm like, am I ovulating? Am I not ovulating? But I went and I read the instruction. Oh, I also realized I was testing wrong. You're supposed to put the stick in there so it reads it and then dip it in your urine. I was just dipping the stick in and then shoving it in the machine, and yeah. So that didn't work. But anyways, so I went back and I read the instructions, and I realized that it's not. It just gives you the solid happy face when you are ovulating or about to ovulate. So yeah, on cycle day 17, I tested in the morning, and I got the error message, which is the error or the arrow pointing to the instruction book. So I was reluctant to test again because I had only had 4 more tests to do, and I didn't know if I was ovulating really late in my cycle because I had never tracked it before. So I didn't want to use another one. I just kind of like, I'll test again tomorrow. That night I got the worst ovulation cramps, and I have had these cramps before, but I never really connected the dots that it's to do with ovulation. But there was no doubt in my mind that those were ovulation cramps. So I knew the next morning when I tested on cycle day 18 that I was going to get that happy face, and I did. So that's what happened. So since my ovulation, I have been having some symptoms, and I think they are made up in my head, a lot of them, but I did write them down to share with you. Maybe I'm not crazy, maybe I am. A lot of these are like, you really have to think about them to realize they're there. Anyways, I have been getting, it started around 4 DPO, but I have been getting this dull ache in my like uterus area / like hip bones. It's not painful, it's just like, it's like a wah wah wah, like you know it's there. I have been getting mild headaches. They're there, and then they leave, and then they're back, and then it's not like enough for me to take an Advil or anything like that. but it could be also from my sugar intake because it is the holidays and I am enjoying some sugar cookies and whatnot. So that could be that. I am finding I'm bloating after eating. Could be normal. Also the type of food I'm eating. Wasn't too concerned about that. I did get a minor breakout on my chin. I think you can still see it. It's not super unusual for me, but I wrote it down because I don't always get them. So now my breasts have been aching kind of around like my armpit areas, and like kind of at like the base of your breast. It comes and goes as well. I am 7 or 8 DPO today, depending on what app I'm using, and I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so it comes and goes. It could be PMS, very likely. It feels different than PMS, but that could just be in my head. What else? Minor backache started today, and I'm 7-8 DPO today. Mild PMS cramps, if they are PMS cramps, I don't know, they do come and go. Like, all these symptoms are so minor that I can't even say that I'm having symptoms because they're so minor. The only weird thing that happened to me today that doesn't happen to me when I have PMS is sulfuric burps. And if you don't know what they are, you are lucky because they are horrible. I've had them before, like years ago, so I can't even say, oh, I'm pregnant because I'm getting these. And I have researched online and there isn't like a real connection between pregnancy and sulfuric burps. But sulfuric burps are burps that taste like rotten eggs and burnt popcorn and hot dogs, and it's nasty and it's gross. And my coworker had to leave the room today. See, I'm getting them right now. My coworker had to leave the room today because it smelled so bad. So yeah, so I'm getting those. And anyways, like I said, I'm either 7 or 8 DPO today. I have 2 apps on the go right now. One of them is My Days, which I have been religious with. Well, that's my main app. And then I did download the Fertility Friend one, but it's a little more in-depth for my liking. So I'm trying to get used to that. I haven't charted temperature or anything like that. I haven't got into that stuff. So maybe I will, depending on what happens. But yeah, so anyways, My Days says that I am 8 DPO. Fertility Friend says that I am 7 DPO. I'm just gonna say I'm 8 DPO. Like I said, my days auto calculated me 34 days this month. So if my 28-day prediction is right, I should be getting my period next Thursday. This Thursday. So in 3 days. If it's correct, it'll be like a week and 3 days that I get it. So yeah, so I think I'm 8 DPO today. 7 DPO yesterday. I was stupid and I took a pregnancy test. That was obviously negative. I did take another one this morning because it's my birthday. Maybe it'd be positive, it'd be an awesome birthday present, but it was negative as well. I'm not going to test every day because I don't want to get myself upset and all that stuff. So I've decided I'm going to wait until 10 DPO, which will be Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, I'm going to test on 12 DPO. And then if by that time I would have missed my 28-day period, if it happens, if it doesn't, you just try again next month. But yeah, so I'm planning on testing 10 DPO, 12 DPO, 14 DPO if I get it, and then 16 DPO with the tests that I have. After that, I've run out of tests, and hopefully by then I know if I'm pregnant or not. Now, having said all of this stuff, do I think I'm pregnant this month, this cycle? No, I do not. I'm not having any symptoms. I am, but I'm not. Like, I think I'm just psychoanalyzing all these things and like creating symptoms in my head. I don't think I'm pregnant. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. But yeah, so that's that. I'm probably gonna update you guys maybe once a week, every other week, depending on what's happening in my life, if I'm having symptoms and whatnot. But I will post if that airflow does come or if it does not. Yeah, and I think that's it. So yeah, I will see you guys next time I do a video.